The driver of the vehicle could not stay still. Oh, he was nervous, nigga. He thought he saw Deuce Sims, and he didn't have... That nigga thought he was gonna have to take one of them 1,000 fades. The nigga nervous, nigga, shaking like a snitch at a gangster party, right? The trooper observed that he was pacing back and forth, bending over, and looking back at the vehicle.
Was his hands on his knees?
Oh,
With his hands on his knees.
Sexy Red? Oh, he was a bending over with his hands on his knees.
Oh, how that Sexy Red song go? Y'all sing that to us, man.
Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass to me. No.
Bend that ass over. Let that shit breathe.
Let that Bucci breathe. That nigga got
Bucci breathe.
That nigga got Bucci.
He out there bussy popping, trying to get out of charges.
Oh, that nigga out there popping Bucci. He trying to pop.
He thought if he twerked that ass,
you heard me, Deuce?
it'll distract him from what was in the trunk, right?
Oh, he tried to pop Bucci to get away from the troopies. Oh, he go Bucci and troopies.
So the trooper said that the driver was nervous. Also, during the period of time, the trooper observed that the car was rented from April 16, 2005 until April 18, 2005, and that they were traveling from Palmdale, California to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now you cross interstate commerce. After completing the warning, the trooper went back to explain it to the defendant. The trooper observed that while he was explaining the warning to the defendant, he grabbed the clipboard quickly and signed his name very quickly. After the defendant had signed the warning, the trooper asked him if he had anything illegal in the vehicle, and the defendant turned away and stated, "No," in a low tone of voice. "Not this loud ass nigga. No."
Well, wait, did he say it like this? No.
No.
No. No.
Hey, yeah. That nigga said, no.
He like, Trooper Chase? I don't know. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. So it was at this point, Trooper Chase asked the defendant for permission to search the vehicle, and the defendant became combative at the request. Ultimately, the defendant denied the trooper permission to search the vehicle. A K-9 was requested, and Deputy Julian Torres arrived with the K-9 22 minutes later. The K-9 alerted on the vehicle, and a probable cause search of the vehicle was performed. During the course of the search, troopers located a black rifle, a black shotgun, a loaded black pistol, along with several clips and large amounts of ammunition for each gun. I got caught with 800 rounds of ammunition. I remember he told me about this. Both the driver and the passenger were arrested for unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. A further search of the vehicle revealed a cigarette rolling apparatus which contained the strong odor of marijuana. So I guess he said he didn't do dope, but we heard he was getting high with Whitney Houston and Ray J. So I don't know, but somebody was puffing some of that sticky, icky. You know what I'm saying?
I was smoking stress because I was stressing. I knew they was coming. See, what I did was I tried to put it in my Bucci, and they got me. I'm a Bucci boy. That nigga, the Bucci boy.
Bucci boy. Damn. Hey,
Get
Henny,
Bucci's
can you
in the
see
chat.
that? Hashtag Bucci in the chat.
Oh, Lord.
Well, you got this. You see where we at? Because you already got this.
Real quick, we got a super chat. We got Burger Lord with the $5. The scary part, we are all forgetting is this is Wack. That means he is going to snitch. I feel bad for everyone he has dirt on. Exposers burning laptops. Hey, man, Burger Lord, we appreciate the $5 super chat, man. That fact is correct. Salute to you, blessings to you, anything and everything that's given to the Double Keyway Conversations. We appreciate you. And that girl, Henny, has plenty. Thank you very much. Salute.
All right, y'all. So this is the arguments and authorities. So number one, the court should deny the defendant's motion to suppress. A, while evidence obtained by the illegal seizure must be suppressed as tainted fruit. The seizure in this case was not illegal. So basically, he's trying to say that it was an illegal search and it ain't an illegal search. Okay. The defendant correctly argues that any evidence obtained by an illegal seizure must be suppressed as tainted fruit. In the present case, however, neither the detention nor the search were illegal, and therefore the court is not required to suppress the evidence which was the result of the search. To justify an investigative detention, an officer must have reasonable suspicion based on specific, articulable
Go ahead. Go
facts
ahead. Go ahead.
that, in light of the officer's experience and general knowledge, lead the officer to a reasonable conclusion that criminal activity is underway and that the detained person is connected with the activity. Because there were specific I cannot get that word out.
Articulable.
Thank you. Facts of facts to for a trooper chase to conclude that illegal activity will take place. He had reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant beyond the purpose of a traffic stop. Therefore, the evidence seized as a result of the search need not be suppressed as tainted fruit. B. Trooper Chase had reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. The defendant argues that the purpose of the traffic stop was concluded when Trooper Chase included the warning ticket to the defendant. The issue, however, is not whether or not the purpose of the traffic stop had been concluded, but whether the trooper had specific articulable facts which would lead to a reasonable suspicion that criminal activity was taking place beyond the traffic violation. Reasonable suspicion existed in this case. So all that BS he's talking, it's a lie.
Yeah, he's trying to deflect. You know, he always spin and deflect. So what he's trying to say is, and argue before the court in his motion to for poisonous fruits of a poisonous tree, so that it would be inadmissible, is saying, oh, well, the traffic stop had concluded, so anything they found was illegal. And they're saying, nah, that's not what the statute holds. The statute holds whether or not he had reasonable suspicion to proceed after that was done. So go ahead.
The defendant correctly states the factors Trooper Chase articulated as support for his reasonable suspicion. These include: one, the fact that the passenger window would not roll down completely and the vehicle was new. Two, the fact that the vehicle had a lived-in look and that the passenger did not wake up during the course of the traffic stop. Three, conflicting stories from the passenger regarding the funeral. Four, the short time of the rental of the vehicle for such a long trip. Five, the level of nervousness of the defendant during the traffic stop. Six, the defendant quickly grabbed the clipboard in order to sign the warning. And seven, the low tone of voice used by the defendant when answer the question as to whether or not he would allow the trooper to search his vehicle. Paraphrased from Trooper Chase's testimony at suppression hearing. When looking at the totality of circumstances, these factors clearly establish reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. There you have it. Those are the reasons that they searched the vehicle. After making a stop for a traffic violation, an officer may rely on all the factors asserted during the course of his contact with the defendant to develop articulable facts that would justify and continued detention. The court must review the totality of the circumstances in determining whether the officer had particular and objective base for having suspected wrongdoing. In the present case, the defendant would like this court to look individually at each factor and determine that because each factor has an quote unquote innocent explanation, that no reasonable suspicion existed to detain the defendant. However, the Court of Criminal Appeals has recognized that there may be instances when a person's conduct viewed in a vacuum appears purely innocent, yet when viewed in light of the totality of the circumstances, those actions give rise to reasonable suspicion. So basically, everything that he did as a whole, you can look at different instances individually and explain them away. But when you look at them as a whole, it gives suspicion to why they were going to go search his vehicle and take this traffic stop further. Uh, all right. Looking at the first factor cited by Trooper Chase, he stated that it was suspicious that the window would not roll completely down despite the fact that this was a brand new vehicle. The defendant argues that because this was a rental car, in no way was he or could he be held responsible for the maintenance or upkeep. Trooper Chase testified that it was significant to him that the window did not roll down because oftentimes people who are transporting narcotics on the interstate will alter a vehicle in order to transport those narcotics. He further testified that based on his experience, he felt that the window not rolling down indicated to him that narcotics were possibly being transported in the door of the vehicle. Further, despite the defendant's assertion to the contrary, courts have recognized that a malfunctioning window can be indicative of criminal behavior. The factor viewed in totality with the other articulated factors establishes reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. The second factor cited by Trooper Chase is that the passenger of the vehicle slept during the traffic stop and this created a lived-in look within the vehicle. The defendant would have the court believe that because there was a quote unquote logical explanation behind the passenger sleeping that would negate the trooper's ability to use this in finding reasonable suspicion to prolong the stop. There is nothing contained within the record that indicated that they were telling the truth about the purpose of their trip. So they couldn't even prove that they were on their way to a funeral or any of that. Further, given the circumstances, the trooper should not be required to assume at the time of the stop the individuals were telling the truth, especially true given their conflicting stories. Trooper Chase testified at the hearing that this was indicative of criminal behavior because people who transport narcotics like to get where they're going as fast as possible, and that oftentimes people will sleep in the vehicle while the other person drives. This factor, viewed in totality with the other articulated factors, established reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. The third factor to which Trooper Chase testified was the conflicting stories told by the defendants with regards to the purpose of their trip. The defendant told the trooper that they were going to Tulsa to pick up his mother to take her back to California for the funeral because she was too large to fly.
Dang.
Damn, you shot your mama down like that? And that their deceased brother's body would be flown back to California. The passenger told the trooper that they were going to Tulsa for the funeral. There is a significant difference in going to pick someone up for a funeral in California and in going to Tulsa for a funeral. Nigga, you can't even get your directions straight. Okay, Tulsa for the funeral. Therefore, the stories given by the two individuals were in conflict. The defendant claims that the trooper contradicted this assertion by stating to another officer that the defendant and his brother, quote unquote, both told me the same story. However, this statement is taken out of context by the defendant. Just a couple of minutes before the statement picked out by the defendant and the trooper stated, quote unquote, they gave me a little difference in the story with the deal on their mother. When he made the statement, about both told me the same story. He made no mention that he was referencing their destination or their purpose as the defendant claims. He was clearly speaking about the fact that their brother had been killed, which was consistent between both individuals. What was inconsistent is whether or not the funeral would be held in California or in Tulsa. This factor, viewed in totality with the other articulated factors, established reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. Damn, y'all ain't even have y'all story together?
Didn't
Four.
he have it together?
Right. Fourth, Trooper Chase states that he thought the rental car was leased for too short a time for such a long trip. It is important to note that the defendants make this erroneous assumption that the trooper knew at the time of the traffic stop that the defendant was telling the truth regarding the purpose of their trip, if in fact he was. Given the inconsistent stories, the trooper was free to disbelieve either individual's version of events. In hindsight, it's easy for the defendant to state that it is perfectly reasonable to make a 20.5, which is 20 and a half hour one-way trip, pick up their mother, and make the return trip to California for the funeral within 31 hours to spare had they done a non-stop trip. In reality, the trooper had reason to suspect that the story was fabricated and was in no way obligated to believe the truth. In fact, there is nothing in the record to indicate they were telling the truth. Damn, they just be calling him a liar all in court,
Every
and
time
in
he
the court.
goes to court, a morass of false lies.
Morass of false statements. In fact, there is nothing in the record that indicates that, given the circumstances, it was reasonable for the trooper to believe they had rented the car too short of time for an extremely long trip. Trooper Chase testified that that his mistake on the rental date of the contract would not change his opinion regarding the trip length and time period for which the car was rented. This factor, viewed in a totality with the other articulated facts, establishes reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. Fifth, Trooper Chase states that the defendant was nervous because of his inability to stand still. He looks at the vehicle and his
He's
fidgeting.
fidgeting.
His looking at the vehicle and fidgeting.
Oh shit!
The movements indicated by the trooper during his testimony are clearly visible on tape. Oh, they got him on tape. The trooper obviously perceived those movements and nervousness, which is a reasonable deduction from the actions. The defendant provides this court with the case law indicating that nervousness alone is not enough to provide reasonable suspicion. However, the argument is irrelevant, given the large number of factors articulated by the trooper. Clearly, he was not relying on nervousness alone as the basis for his suspicion. Again, in justifying the suspicious behavior, the defendant gives as a reason the fact his brother had just been killed. He had been traveling a long distance. That's what he said.
He said, well, the reason I was nervous and shaking and fidgeting was because my brother had just been killed and I had been driving a long distance. This is his argument to the court.
The trooper had no way of knowing at the time whether or not there was any truth to the story. And given the inconsistencies between the driver and the passenger, it is reasonable for him to disbelieve the story and perceive the nervousness as an indication of criminal activity. This factor, viewed in totality with the other articulated factors, establishes reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. Next, the trooper states that it was suspicious that the defendant grabbed the clipboard in such a hearty, I don't know what they meant by that. Grab the clipboard such a
hearty. They probably meant hurry.
Hurry, right. When he was asked to sign the warning ticket, the defendant claims that it's not supported by the video evidence, but he is innocent in this contention.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Sorry. In this contention. The video clearly shows that the defendant grabs the clipboard from the trooper before the trooper finishes speaking. This is inconsistent with...
No, this is consistent.
This is consistent, sorry, with the trooper's claims that the defendant was in a hurry. The factor viewed in totality with the other articulated factors establishes reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant. Last, Trooper Chase states that when he asked the defendant if there was anything illegal in the vehicle, he stated no in a low tone of voice. The defendant claims that speaking in a low tone of voice does not equate criminal activity. However, that argument misconstrues the trooper's testimony at the hearing. The trooper testified that the low tone of voice the defendant used when answering the question was in contrast to the normal tone of voice the trooper had observed during the rest of the traffic stop. The trooper testified that the significant indicator was the variation of in the tone of the defendant's voice when answering questions about anything illegal being in the vehicle. This factor, viewed in totality with other articulated factors, established reasonable suspicion to detain the defendant.
All right, well, let me stop this, right, because I want to get into the other one. They just argue law on that one. Ultimately, what happens is we'll go to it. You know what I'm saying? So I remember when we first talked about this case, that rat bastard said that it was dismissed on illegal search and seizure, right? That was one of his original lies, right? Well, let's see what was the ruling after all of that legal shit. Henny?
Hold on.
Can you see that?
Okay. So, order on detentions, defendants, motion to suppress. On the 19th
This is the judge's order.
On the 19th day of May 2010, defendant's motion to suppress came on for hearing. Upon consideration of the testimony and exhibits before the court, it is the opinion of the court that the defendant's motion to suppress evidence should be denied.
Is denied, not should be. It's over. The judge has denied it. Therefore, it is
the order that
therefore
defendant's
ordered.
Motion to suppress evidence is denied. But I was reading the sentence above that one. Okay.
Well, the bottom line is this. He came on Clubhouse, and it's on YouTube, where he lied and said that he beat the case initially. His first statement was he was able to suppress all of the evidence for illegal search and seizure, and that's how he got off that case. Then people came with this and proved, oh, you lying, nigga. Nigga, the judge right here, we just read the motions, your side, the prosecutor side, and then the judge ordered it that it is denied. So your motion to suppress for fruit from a poisonous tree, which is a legal theory that if it was illegal search and seizure, anything found after that is poison and can't be utilized. Well, that was denied. So you still are sitting in jail, or you're out on bail at this point, with a rifle, probably a chopstick, AK or AR or something, you know what I'm saying? Something nice, a gauge, you know what I'm saying? Shotgun, right? And a pistol with extra clips and ammunition. And then, let me go ahead and fix this real quick. What else we got? Brief is support motion. That was the other one. Here's the indictment. Do you got this, Henny? Well, I don't know. Maybe I lost Henny. Let me check and see.
No, I got
Henny.
my bad. I was muted.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
you got the indictment?
I got the indictment. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and just I want to make note of this. Y'all see that seal over there, right? Oh, okay. Okay, indictment. In the name and by the authority of the state of Texas, the grand jury for the county of Wheeler, state of Texas, duly selected, impaneled, sworn, charged, and organized as such at the November term 2005 of the 31st Judicial District Court. Cash McElroy Jones, hereinafter styled defendant. I like the way they said that. They said styled. On or about the 16th day of April 2005. Whoa. Not April 15th. April 16th. Because he's been telling everybody April 15th, but April 15th is actually the date that his brother got killed and not the day that he got arrested. And before the presentment of the indictment in the county and state as for said, did then and there, having been convicted of the felony offense of assault with a firearm on the 12th day of May, 1994, in cause number 190014 in the Superior Court of Los Angeles, County, California, in a case on the docket of said court and entitled "The State of California versus Jones Cash McElroy." Intentionally or knowingly possessed a firearm before the 5th anniversary of the defendant's release from supervision under parole following conviction and said felony against the peace and dignity of the state.
That's the foreman of the grand jury. So a grand jury let me tell y'all the process of indictment. The court summons once they get a affidavit from the police that they believe a crime had occurred. They summons the grand jury. A certain amount, a majority, which in federal court I know is 20 something out of 24, have to come back with enough indication that they believe it's enough evidence to prove a crime has happened. A grand jury found that they believe that a crime happened. Foreman of the grand jury. The witness that testified at the grand jury was the police officer, Darren Chase. So he's still sitting in jail, out on bail, right? For a chopstick and all of this other stuff. Number cause hereby dismissed. This one is what eventually happens. He has a gun case, 3 gun cases, and ammunition crossing against interstate commerce, which is a federal crime. It makes it a federal crime. And you want to know? You don't got to believe me because y'all never do. But it says, I let her read it, and then I'm going to show y'all how he knows this was a federal crime.
The state's motion to dismiss having been presented to me on the 8th day of March, 2011, and the same having been considered, it is therefore ordered, adjudged, and decreed that said above entitled and numbered case be and the same is hereby dismissed.
AK, a gauge, a pistol with extra ammunition and extra clips for each one. Wack said it was 800 rounds of ammunition. And for some reason, a judge in Wheeler County, Texas, and a prosecutor believed it was in the interest of justice that this case would be dismissed. Right? Let me get up out of here real quick so I can play this audio for y'all, a CS2Back, because there's some weird shit going on, man. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but I know that Debbie was paying attention because Debbie told me that I'm going to plead the 5th on this one. Yeah. Hold on. See, one thing about this lying big mouth rat, you can always count on that dummy to run his motherfucking mouth and tell on himself. Just like the police counted on with his inconsistent stories on this case. This is just who he is. We got 700 and some people in the house. Man, hit that like button because they not representing the likes that we got. You getting this free content. The least you can do is show some respect. Like, we got Henny reading all this shit. Show some respect, bro. Let's go. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get into the content, though. All right, so your boy Wack 100 breaks down his federal case where he was pulled over in Texas and the police unlawfully found a whole bunch of stuff that he wasn't supposed to be riding around with. He claims he was fighting this case for 5 to 6 years. And he just gave us the full breakdown on how he was able to beat it, what he was even doing in Texas, riding around like that. He got into a lot of details about this situation. I got the audio for y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's get into it, man.
Shout out to bail, man, because they give it an option. I know one thing. I was out on bail for 5.5 years, 6 years on paper, fighting 800 rounds, weapons, 7-8 weapons. I was out on bail for 6 years. Every Thursday, I had to call in to the bondsman to check in. But he wouldn't have gave me that bail, life would be different right now. And I was in Texas, Aubrey. I was in the racist part of Texas. I was in Wheeler County, Shamrock, Texas. Population 1,300.
Why were you there?
That's a great question. Word. Why were you there, Wack? I think I know why he was there. Y'all know why he was there? Texas got caught with a whole bunch of ammunition.
That's why I got pulled over on the 40. I was about 30 or 40 miles from the Oklahoma.
Let me just put what we do know. Your brother get killed, as we know, in Oklahoma, execution style. And the next day, you and your other brother are caught coming, flying in at above the speed limit with all this artillery, talk about you're headed to Oklahoma. Make it make sense.
On the border. And I got pulled over. The paperwork up on my Instagram, pull the case up, check it out. Like, it was about 6 years. Yeah. Pulled me over for a speeding ticket, took my license, registration, insurance, came back to the window, gave me a warning citation. As you know, I was in custody once he had my documents. Once he gave me that citation, I signed for it, and he handed me back my license, registration, insurance with the ticket. I was released from custody. It took 4 steps away from the car, tapped on the window, and said, "Yo, will you give me consent to search your vehicle?"
So here he is telling you dumb motherfuckers who be believing this shit because y'all gang goofy, don't understand law, don't understand the street politics, or that he running the con on you. The same legal argument that he argued in court that got shut down. It got shut down, denied. But all you bitch ass niggas over there sucking this nigga dick, this rat nigga dick, you niggas fell for it because you wanted to believe it, nigga. With your hand out, aggressive panhandling.
Hey, if y'all made it this far into the video, make sure you hit that like button. Let's get back to the audio. So I was watching TV.
I asked him, "Why are you talking to me right now? Has there another infraction been violated?" "No, what happened?" I said, "Well, no, I don't give you consent to search my vehicle." He pulled his gun on me, make us get out the car. Nobody's on parole, probation. There's no marijuana smoke, no scent of marijuana. There's nothing in plain view or plain sight that he could see. None of that. Cuffs us up, sets us on the side of the road. The only thing saved me is the cars in Texas. They got audio and video on them.
What? I wonder if they seal that, man. They need to release that footage on Real Police Cam ASAP. I want to see that.
Right? So I'm just constantly repeating, I don't give you the consent to search my vehicle. He calls for the drug dog to come out. Drug dog comes out. Dog runs around the car 15 times, no hit. He goes in the car anyway, don't find nothing in the front section of the car.
Did y'all just hear him say that the dog ran around 15 times with no hit? But they do have this on camera, which was verified in the motion that that the deputy was not lying, that the dog had hit on the car. So why is he saying it went around 15 times with no hit? He's being deceptive. He's lying to you. Let's go.
Backseat of the car, you don't find shit.
Yeah, somebody snitched on you, Wack. How they going that hard for a speeding ticket? Whoever he bought them guns from, he called their buddy like, yeah, he coming down to 40 right now. He got 800 and ammunition. He got 4 or 5 choppers. Pull him. He got it on him. He going that hard and the dog ain't hit. What's going on here?
He goes in the trunk, move this around, move that around, find the whole Middle East.
Nah, the whole Middle East is crazy, though. They was about to violate the op.
Cuff us. I mean, they take us down to the police station, which is a house. You walk in, they got about 100 pictures of all the sheriffs from back in the days when they rode horses on the wall. Stick us in there, tell us we got a federal hold. 5 or 6 days later, Beaumont comes up there, tell them it's our type of shit, but the way y'all got him, we don't want to touch it. They dropped the federal hold.
So let's stop right here real quick. And we could get back to Cash McElroy Jones lying ass. He said that after 6 days, the feds come up to little bitty old part of Texas. What's it called? What's that part of Texas called?
Wheeler County, Shamrock.
Wheeler County, Texas. Right?
It's called Chase County.
Just to tell him that because of how they caught him, they don't want to take the case. So I did a little bit of investigation. Y'all know my journalistic ways, my professionalism. You know what I'm saying? I did just a little bit of what you call it. So we gonna stop sharing the screen. Common sense ain't really that common. See, that shit only work on motherfuckers that's slow, right? So what we gonna see is, where are the local FBI offices in Texas? Let's start there, right? Let me share this with y'all just so y'all can find out what my research that helped me discover, right? Boom. Y'all can see that? Let me blow this up a little bit. In Texas, you got a FBI station in Dallas. You got an FBI station in Houston. You got the Fed station in San Antonio, Texas, and El Paso, Texas. Y'all see that? 4 FBI places in Texas. So he wants us to believe that he traveled through interstate commerce, which would with all of these weapons, which would make it a federal case, right? Because he crossed state lines. But the feds drove down to where he was at in Wheeler County, and the closest one is going to say this, so we ain't even going to waste y'all time, right? The closest one to Wheeler County was Dallas, right? FBI place. Boom. Let's go here. So, Dallas, Texas to Wheeler County is 4 hours and 46 minutes, 322.2 miles. So he wants us, he insulting our motherfucking intelligence. He wants us to believe that the feds drove all the way from Dallas to Wheeler County, this little small place that don't even got a bar, just to tell him this is the kind of case that we take. But we don't, the way they got you, we don't want the case. They could have sent the case over there to him. They already seen what was said before if they were ever messaged or referred this, but they had to come talk to Cash Jones about not taking this case. You remember, this is special crimes, right? So special crimes that referred it to the FBI or the feds could be ATF. But ATF is even farther than this from Willard County. 4 hours and 46 minutes. If you want to go to Houston, it goes to about 7-8 hours. You want to go to El Paso, you're talking about 8.5 hours. So we just say the closest one to them, they traveled almost 4 3/4 of another hour, almost 5 hours to tell him that they're not picking up his special crimes case. So let's go. Let me go ahead and stop sharing, and then we can start back sharing.
Conversations.
Oh, he lied so much. He got caught up in so many lies.
I think we
just running his big mouth. Just running his big mouth. Let's
The
go.
morass of false statements.
Morass of false statements. Hit that like button, man. We cooking right now.
Y'all believe that's how that went? So the feds ain't even try to talk to this nigga. Man, come on, Wack. They just came and, all right, nah, we don't like how y'all got. And they just left. You got 800 shells.
Listen to, shout out always watching TV, because he even caught it back then.
Y'all believe that's how that went? So the feds ain't even try to talk to the...
I want y'all to hear that again, because...
Tell us we got a federal hold. 5 or 6 days later,
so the feds already had him on a federal hold once he got caught traveling interstate commerce. And then 6 days later, the feds come tell him, we don't want that case. Listen to this weird ass shit.
Beaumont comes up there, tell him it's our type of shit, but the way y'all got him, we don't want to touch it. They dropped the federal hold, gave me a bail.
Wow. Y'all believe that's how that went? So the feds ain't even try to talk to this nigga. Man, come on, Wack. They just came and, all right, nah, we don't like how y'all got. And they just left. You got 800 shells, 5, 6 choppers, and they didn't care to even speak to you? Okay.
Bail was light. It was like 40,000, 50,000. So what they did, they put me and my brother in the same holding tank, because my older brother was with us. They wouldn't even process us out to go up top with everybody else. They got us in the holding tank, thinking that we're going to be in there having conversation. We went on mute on them niggas.
Hey, we got a comment. Cali-born boot raised. I worked 4 hours from there. It's a real sundown town. I know he sang like a canary, especially if DPS was involved. They are bona fide assholes. He said that that's a sundown town. Damn, y'all think Debbie was trying to line me up?
Man, that's, you don't know about them sundown towns?
Yeah, sundown, yo, you black. You might not never come back.
Yeah, you might not come back home if you get caught roaming over there on that side of town.
You know, he said it was he got caught in a racist town. So yeah, it's checking out. Hey, thanks for the comment, bro.
Wasn't doing no talking about nothing. So they were like, you know what? Get a younger one to bail first. It's Friday. They get a wrong nigga to bail. I'm the nigga with the money. I bail out, and I bailed him out, and then I fought that case for 6 years. He even caught another drug case in California. So he had went back to prison in Cali the whole time I was fighting that case. I just had to notify them that he was back in prison. And so they just let me stand in place of him, so they wasn't transferring him from CDC to Texas every couple months.
Do y'all believe that?
It was...
Wait, that could be
Hell
done?
no. He stood in place for, he had to notify them that his brother was in jail, like they won't get notified. Like the nigga named out, come on, bro.
And they let him stand in like he's an attorney or something.
Hey, dudes, can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you and your brother had
this
a case,
Big Messy Marv, if y'all didn't know, Pacoim is in the house. 2 P's and 1 B.
Yeah, you know, off top. Hey, So if you and your brother caught a case, right?
Right.
And my attorney, your attorney was there, and your brother attorney wasn't there, they won't even let you stand in. They won't let your attorney stand in to represent, to represent your brother, because his attorney is not there. So why would they let another fucking defendant stand in to represent another defendant? Make it make sense.
Hey, it don't make sense. Always watching wasn't buying what he was selling either, though. If you paid attention, he said, wait, you could work that out? Like, he questioning it. Let's go.
Was fighting that case. I just had to notify them that he was back in prison. And so they just let me stand in place of him so they wasn't transferring him from CDC to Texas every couple months. But no, it was.
Wait, that could be done? Don't that person got to come and answer for their charges? They don't care that he's in another jail facing other charges. They'll go get him extradited and he could stand up and speak for somebody else on the case. Or what he trying to say? He took the whole weight? Like, I'm not understanding what he meant by that right there. Somebody get in the comment section. Let me know if that's doable. If everybody get caught up in a car, one person could go to court and everybody else don't got to go to court and y'all all went to jail. Let me know. Like, what is he talking about?
I stayed out on bail 5-6 years.
Oh,
Shamrock, Texas, Willard County. Pull that shit up, Bobby.
Right.
Listen, Willard County is true. I don't know nothing about no Shamrock, Texas, but check this out. The nigga said he fought some pistol cases for 5-6 years. I know niggas that had complex murder cases that was over in 2-3 years. This nigga said it took him 5-6 years to fight a motherfucking case. You bitch ass nigga. You was out there working till you set somebody up to make this shit go away. Fuck, nigga. Stop insult niggas' intelligence. You's a fucking rat, nigga.
Was it you pushing the case, or was it just like, why was it 6 years?
Hell yeah, I was pushing that. Every time I went in there, I wasn't coming back for 4-5 months for sure. I was trying to do 2 or 3 court dates a year. Now it was crazy. One of the officers, this 5th year in, he gets called sending pics to the high school students.
So they be canceling. They be becoming uncredible.
Oh yeah, they threw all his shit out. Anything had to do with him had to leave. So his whole report, because they took the rental car and dismantled it, tore it apart, because they know they need some probable cause. They tried to find something that might be in the car to say the dog hit, right? Nothing there, right? So
lying again.
They had all his reports, even though he he was just a dude with the drug sniffing dog, and it was on record he didn't find nothing. Because, Texas troopers, I don't know if they're regular cars, but the highway patrol got audio and video on it. You can hear and see everything. I love that. I'd have been in California, I'd have been forced to take a deal.
There you go. I ain't gonna lie. He said that was on audio and video with the cops' police cam. Man, I need to see that footage ASAP. Every other week, we seen a Kodak Black arrest video on real police cam. Somebody need to go find that Wack 100 footage, man. That man said he had 800 shells and 6 sticks with him, man. I need to see how he was moving and operating under that pressure, man. But y'all heard him. That was the full details of that situation. He claimed he beat the case. He fought the case for 5 to 6 years. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. As always, watching TV, make sure you like.
So, yeah, man, we're going to get in this chat, see what they saying. How does one wiggle out of this? Yeah, because you didn't get the fruits of a poisonous tree. They denied that motion. So when they say all runners use the same story when they're moving work, funeral, dude with confession, who? Just kidding. Wack needs to keep it humble. King Sab. No, he's too loud. I'm too loud to be a rat. No, nigga, a lot of rats is loud right in your face. Wait,
hey, dudes,
go ahead.
We got a special guest in it. Oh, who is this? Hold on, they're knocking on my window. Can I help you, officer? Yeah, my name's Trooper Jones. Trooper Chime. How you doing there, buddy?
I heard you guys got some questions for me. Anybody got a question for Trooper Chase about this this character, Cash McElroy Jones? I was the arresting officer, Trooper Chase, in Weller County, down here in beautiful state of Texas. And if you got any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat. And
hey, Trooper Chase, is this when Cash Jones first became CS2Back? When he was all frumpy and fidgeting crazy? Hey, Detective Chase or Deputy Chase, I need to see that tape. Yeah, that shit, he already down bad. This nasty work, bro. This is nasty work. Y'all have just witnessed the total annihilation and exposing of CS2Back, the fat rat. We had Debbie, the beautiful Queen Henny, read the paperwork about how he was all frigidity and nervous up under that pressure. What you think he did? How could he stand in for his brother who was in the car with him on all of these pistols while his brother was still in LA and they just in California on a new case and they just allow him to do that? How did he make it to where his brother never had to deal with that case again? And he never had to deal with that case again.
It's simple. Because when he was talking the other day, and he was saying out of his own mouth that when a case gets sealed, that's a big red flag that somebody's been snitching.
Yeah, well, that case is sealed now. It was dismissed in the interest of justice. We heard Debbie's tell you guys that. We got the documents showing you that. Someone has got to get that tape. That tape, unless they destroyed it, that tape would still be available, and I would get it for just the comedic point of view. But we don't need no more evidence.
Are you sure? I got a few of them for if you need them.
When you catch a rat, bro, you chop his fucking head off, bro. You bury him. You don't let him keep coming back, integrating. And those dudes on the 100 EBT side, just like he had Snow Silly over there, rat. Signed a proffer agreement on the same case with Shotty and 6ix9ine in them. A rat. The same way he had the Minnesota meatball, Big Snow. Nigga, his wife, go YouTube that. His wife came on Clubhouse after they arrested him because he had agreed to cooperate with the police. He's on the first show for the Super Bowl in Los Angeles with 100 EBT, and that's who CS2Back try to send at me to crash out with me. Probably trying to line me up. So if I do knock this nigga down, I go to jail. More rats. Tekashi 6ix9ine. Right? Blue Da Vinci. You signed that motherfucking proffer agreement. He up over there harboring all of these rats and supposed to be rats. Ain't seen Da Vinci shit, but you signed that proffer agreement. You got to put a safety valve. I did fair time, bro. I didn't qualify for no motherfucking safety valve. I didn't go tell them people's nothing about my case. No statement, bro.
What about Troy Ave? I know he be over there harboring Troy Ave too.
I never seen no paperwork or got looked deep into that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't just put that on people lightly. But I do know if you got a public safety valve and you went and signed a proffer agreement, that's a queen for a day. That means that they're preparing you to testify as a witness, a possible witness. So they need you to come clean with any crimes, because if you get on that stand and they ain't got to worry about no surprises. You've already been given immunity from all of these crimes that you telling them about, bro. So you done went up in there and you done told these people about crimes you did, which is cool. If you want to self-snitch, no, you can't. Nobody can blame you for that. That's on you. But when you talking about the BMF indictment and all of that other shit, bro, the only way you get up off of signing that proffer agreement is to bring the transcripts of every word or the recording every word that was stated in that meeting with the FBI, bro. That's the only way, or the DEA. Whichever federal agency you was talking to, debriefing to. But yeah, a house full of rats. So I don't expect them to live up to our expectations and to have some kind of moral compass. At this point, Big Chuck is a bitch. He took the nigga company, trademarked it. Now he write DOTCC, and this nigga still subservient to him after he done made him a worker of his company. Nigga, how you expect a nigga like that to have stand up in him, nigga? That nigga's a pussy. Nigga, Reek. Talking about nigga, that's Reek, the one the homegirls beat up. Nigga, his homegirls beat that nigga up. That nigga was just talking about Shalawam and all of this with piercings everywhere. The Iron Dome. You got the Peckerwood who say that he's a blue-eyed, blonde hair. Well, he lost all his hair now, but a blue-eyed Caucasian male, right? This is what it says in his paperwork. We talking about Brian, Brian Beast the Teeth Seeley, right? But he claims that in jail he was a Sereno or maybe just a Sereno resident. Whatever, they had him sticking knives up his ass, pulling the strings out his ass once he got to the yard like a tampon. He was their public tampon for knives on a prison yard. You know what I'm saying? That fuck nigga. Yes, boss. Well, that's my general. This nigga, first and foremost, your politics is fucked up, nigga. Nigga, y'all subservient to a whole nother entity, nigga. You can't worship two gods. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got T Money, a scammer, right? We embarrassed that nigga. He's stealing money from women on the app, all kind of other weird shit, right? Now let's go faster to Love Boys, the Crip Cop, right? So the Crip Cop is the Crip Cop. He does skits and jumps on police motorcycles and shakes their hands and take pictures with them and all of this type of shit. Says that he's going to the academy. Matter of fact, you next on the list, nigga. Your day coming up too. We got a sheriff just got up. You going to the goo, bro. The Crip Cop admitted on a Death of the Clout Chasers when he pulled up on the thing that Big U called him out for a fade. The day that he got marked out, it's all over the internet. When he pulled up, they got in the gloves before, so when Big U called for that fade, I don't got no problem. But he admit the reason that he came was a reason that happened prior to that. Big U dropped a picture in a text message with two gay men and put Wack 100 on one and 600 on the other. And said this nigga gotta be this gay nigga gotta be working with the police. He ain't got no gun permit. But he ran his bitch ass to the internet instead of pulling up to that man's house and getting that out the way. Any issues he got. He's a coward. Loose coochie, you don't even count. You know what I'm saying? You, nigga, use a IE, nigga. Shout out to the IE. I know about Murder Valley. I know about the niggas in San Bernardino out there, nigga, real street niggas, and it's like LA in the fucking 80s and 90s. I get it. That nigga ain't one of them niggas. But that's where he from. He was another scammer. He's been, man, shout out to the Henny Gang. Henny Gang, shout out to Street TV. This whole last 2-3 weeks, They just been exposing loose coochie Ashley in his lives. Shout out Smoked Out TV. Shout out Scandalous Los Angeles TV and most Scandalous Los Angeles TV. My whole motherfucking team then wrecked their whole crew. Now you knock off the head, the body falls. They'll go run back into their little rat hole, but don't expect them to have the courage to admit they was wrong. Don't expect them to say, well, yeah, y'all right. He lied to us about this and this and this and that. They not man enough to admit that they was wrong. They're too insecure. We're human. We all make mistakes. But I still want you pussy ass niggas to stay on y'all side. You know what I'm saying? CS2Back is done. Yeah, what you got to say, bro?
Man, he's been overly cooked, bro. You know, we had Trooper Chase. I think he left. I was trying to get you guys to go ahead and give me an interview.
You know I asked you a question.
Well, what is it that will go ahead and ask me again, buddy? I'm right here for you. Spitting my goddamn tobacco. Go ahead.
So is that what y'all used to leverage him to flip him to be CS2Back? Is that the beginning of CS2Back, or was he already working before that?
Well, I reckon this is what happened to that boy. I'll tell you like this, because you know the boy. Listen to me. Listen, the boy was scared. He was shaking in his britches. When we pulled the boy out the car, he started grabbing his knees like that one rapper, Sexy Red. And he tried to shake his booty. I said, no, dear boy, we don't want to see that. Go ahead and open up that trunk and go up that back seat. And he said, no, sir, it's nothing in there. But we knew he was scared. He was sweating like a pig in a slaughter. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, he was ready to squeal like a pig on the wheel. Let me tell you. He was ready to talk. Once we give him that talk. You know, so you know, I think that was justifiable that he started to working for them flapjackets that he said he talked to on the 64th floor. Yes, sir. Yeah. There you go, right there. That boy's a teller. He was a teller. He had a special crimes unit. Mr. Deuce Sims, he had a special crimes unit. I've never had heard that. And I'm a deputy. I'm Chase motherfucking Trooper Jones. I'm Trooper Chase. Never in all my years working for my people government, the great old state of Texas, I've never heard of the special crimes unit. But he had them on his team. So yeah, he started working in.
Damn, nasty work. So, Henny, what's gonna happen to the fake ass Clubhouse bully? He was already in prison into the internet. He gets slapped up by Crips every time he go outside. J-Rock knock him out. TD and them niggas go up to this nigga. I mean, he was caged into the internet. What he gonna do now? He left the Clubhouse.
I guess he is gonna go back and he's gonna hoop and holler, and he's gonna get a whole lot of spit on his microphone. No pause. I mean all of it. And he's gonna start screaming, and they gonna be all on him, believing every word that he say, until he actually comes down. Because see, what I don't think people realize is every day somebody is bringing something out. He gotta grab at other people's information and paperwork and stuff to deflect away from all the facts that people keep exposing on him. We're not the only ones exposing him. But, you know, not to toot our own horn, but it seems like we do a really good job. So salute to the team. But
go ahead.
He can't bring his peoples that are sitting there. When they start bringing up, when he starts talking about certain things, I want y'all, when y'all listening to these different channels putting this audio out, the room is quiet for the most part. They got to take cues in order for them to respond and react to a lot of the stuff that they say, because they're seeing all this information for themselves. There'll be a few that try to stay with them, but I believe this is the beginning of the downfall of the internet bully. It's over. There's
Damn,
no
don't
coming
block.
back.
Can I say something to
Go
that
ahead,
right
big.
there? Nah, we don't want them to not fuck with him. Let them keep fucking with him because they're losers too, just like his bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? So let them stay over there. Let all of the whole ass motherfuckers
Hey,
stay together.
you had Cheeseburger Chuck in the chat talking about some cap. Nah, nigga, you cap, nigga. That nigga took your company and probably took your manhood because you just a bend over. You subservient to that nigga. You little bend
You
over. He
stayed in
big bend
there.
over. You
Some
little
people was
bend over.
born to take orders, and Chuck is one of them. That's cool. But damn, don't block me, cuz said, damn, my Super Dub Nation account was blocked. Now I gotta sign into a backup. Niggas weirdos. Jake 1090 a rat too, but at the end of the day, all y'all doing is getting whack new views and people to download Clubhouse. Well, first of all, Wack is 100 isn't even trademarked, so he has no equitable game unless he punking those little YouTubers and that chump change they get. You know what I'm saying? Couple hundred every what you call it. But we want to get him more views. But we're going to make sure that the views that he get is exposing him for the rat piece of shit, fake ass, payroll ass, Damu he claimed to be, nigga. We want him to get them views. It's not money going in his pocket. Nigga, that nigga's a buster. He dumb as a sack of bricks. De Niro Jones, Wack was jealous of Blueface in the game. We got the work, J1. Salute. Y'all already know when I say I got the content, nigga, we got the content. Copy and paste. Everybody share this, man. Listen to All Things Poppin'. It sounds like if Wack didn't get his case dismissed due to racism or illegal search and seizure via the interests of justice decision, Wack ratted. Yeah, that's pretty much very easy to conclude once you found out he was lying about that and a whole bunch of other shit. Just subscribe. Hey, everyone. Hey, Kitty Queen.
Well, not only that, Deuce, but the fact that Debbie was taken back by the special unit that he has in his file that she's never heard of. That tells you right there that there's something off about this. And people need to pick up these context clues. Like there's little breadcrumbs within everything that we drop. There's little breadcrumbs within every case that got his name on it. If it's not a breadcrumb, it's him outright blatantly saying things that people just disregard and let him give these bullshit ass excuses as to what it means instead of using their critical thinking skills to be able to realize that that's bullshit. And either you not using your critical thinking skills or you just choosing to turn a blind eye. Either way it goes, I agree with what Marv just said. Stay your ass over there when everything explodes, because there ain't no room over here.
That nigga Rellington Bill said he looked at his brother and said, I ain't never going back on par. God damn, Ross and Cole and Henny gang. Okay, I see you light skinned, red bone. Selena, where the hell Selena been? Henny. Yeah. Oh, she out of state. I forgot. Selena out of state. Hey, Selena, I sure was finna trip because I didn't see you all day. Salute to the Henny gang. Just tapping in, smoking and listening. Gonna check the replay sometime tomorrow. Peace and blessings. Damu Keyway conversation and that girl Henny. Ghost Town Bullies, Rat. Miss Fatima, Wax switch to get them gun charges dismissed. Yeah. Say what? And he's off from all of that. What she say? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Hey, hold on. Pull up Nina Love. Shout out to the Unstricken Mentality and the Bloody Bunch. Nina Love, I think that's her. I don't think they seen her on Clubhouse. Hey, we got one of the dick suckers in the goo. who was sucking CS2Back dick. Hey, Skywalker, we got something for you. Remove from the room. Go subscribe from the Suwoop Tube, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, what you on our nuts for? Go back over there with that rat nigga. You know what I'm saying? The CSI. Damn. Got him. It might be a weak tip commercial out there somewhere starring Cash Jones. Damn, they own this nigga helmet. Let me turn this off so that they can hear. We're going to go through some of these comments. Then we're going to give everybody on the stage on Clubhouse their opportunity to give feedback. Jason Hyde said Debbie knew he was a rat. Yeah, Debbie knew. Just like T.I. got off with all them weapons in House 4. Damn. Very strange outcome. Texas don't play. Oh, they boomed the room. That's cool. They was mad. Let me see who was. Damn, they boomed the room on Clubhouse. CS2Back. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Yeah. Debbie said I smell the rat. Trey. What's poppin', y'all? Ghost Town Bully.
Yeah, mute up. Your background loud.
I got him. That nigga just get on here with the TV loud. It ain't even let me mute his mic. Damn. Hey, Gold Digger said, hey, Henny. Raise it cold, Henny gang.
Hey, boo. Hey, y'all. Yeah, what's poppin', Henny gang? So they done boomed the Clubhouse room on you?
I swear to God, somebody boomed the Clubhouse room. They said it got clipped. Yeah. CS2Back.
Somebody mad. Let me tell you something. If you over there in my chat trying to play around, my snipers don't play.
Little Doodles, what's up, baby? Out on bail like Pop. They said that the room got clipped. Let me see. Damn. Update. Check back soon to catch the replays. Damn. We'll get to that later, but they didn't want to hear Clubhouse talking about it. The bar is open for sipping. Tip jar. Hold on. You heard what she said. Tip jar available. Cashapp, Jupiter, Juju 8, Fire, Chime. That girl Henny. Super chats and stickers are welcome. Well, thank you. Yeah, man. He should have been in one of those sundown towns. Snitches definitely get stitches. It's so cringe hearing Wack voice legit on the 40, about 40, 50 miles away. His biggest fangirl, Big Chucker, said I say Big Bitch is going to defend him. He's definitely going to defend him. I'm listening now, Joe. Laugh out loud. Nasty work. Already. Shaking my head.
But see, you know, he brought this on himself because it's like he be challenging people. And I don't know when he's going to learn to stop challenging. He got to learn to challenge the right people. Because he was telling people, look it up. Go look it up. Knowing you can't Google it. Knowing it's not going to pull up. Like, that's a trick that he always do. When he be like, go look it up. Go look it up. You go find it. Yeah, but you got to put in work in order to find it.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't always as quick as a Google search, neither. Sometimes you really got to sit and go through and comb through. But my thing is, you know, the thing that a lot of people missed, because they may not notice, when he was sitting up there talking about look on Pacer, Pacer is a federal site. That's where you go to look up federal cases. That's not a regular site. So you can't tell me you're not going to be able to convince me or tell me that this man not working on a state and federal level. Hip hop cops are real, and so are internet ones too. He's a plant. I don't care what nobody say. He's a plant.
Kind of like this dude that commented, the official himself said he most definitely didn't say anything to them crackers.
What? Yo.
Oh, shit. Hey, thanks for the comment, man. Salute, man. We appreciate you. Hey, they said Wack was with his D'Angelo Bluford said Wack was with his brother when he got killed on a bad lick. He went back and got his brother. Wack left his brother for dead at the time Wack was with him. He don't tell that though. Shout out D'Angelo Bluford.
Nasty, nasty work.
Nasty, nasty work. Stay lying. Salute to Damu Kiways. For sure, facts. 99% of 100 ENT members are a bunch of informants and homosexual and police officers too. You got the smart officer girl over there. What's her name, Henny? I forgot. She over there, what she was.
Sharetta Mays.
Sharetta Mays. They even got me on the RICO paperwork evidence, man. The money. Yeah, that whole bag of degenerates, they can do what he doing. Inglewood Bossy Red said he stay lying. RDL, Money Grip, my crip, salute. T-Man, what up? Hola, Selena. Selena, you got a fan club too. I forgot that. I'm gonna tell you who been really, really commenting about you every time I see him. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to put your scissors in. Put your scissors in the chat.
Not the scissors.
Shit. RDL, salutes. Money Grip, salute. Grip, get up, cuz. That sound like he was in the sun downtown too. Makes you wonder. Wack's downfall is his mouth. Yeah, big mouth. And his brain, his lack thereof. The nigga he ain't as smart as he claimed to be. Because orange is the new black and lying is the new truth. Yeah, man. Damn. Official himself said, I believe he got his brother killed. I don't know, man. Hey, if you watching Leroy Smith, we definitely trying to get the interview. 100 sheriffs on horses. This nigga crazy. He lucky he wasn't in one of he was in the sun downtown. That's what they said. This nigga brother killer still living and got a cheeseburger named Big Wacko Burger. God damn. Damn.
That's a whole fact.
That's nasty work. Flipping burgers and having sleepovers. Sup, chat? Why you always lying? Why you always lying in my 90s R&B voice? Damn, where Yael go? He could have sung that motherfucker. I don't remember that song. Oh, why you always lying?
Yeah.
I know he's talking about.
Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
Sir General Trav, salute. Sherman, what up? That's your ass, High Top. That's your ass, High Top. They call that nigga High Top from Colors. Big Wacko burger with cheese and bacon and a barbecue sauce. God damn. They going at this nigga right now. Gold digger, yes. Laugh out loud, that part. Damn, they really going crazy. Salute to the Damu Kiwi Conversation family. Hey, salute to you, Mark Sunner. Black liberation is in this place. Salute. Damn, we gonna be going through this all day. But I just want to give y'all the chance, especially since we ain't got Clubhouse, to get through them. They made a trip to tell Wack they don't want the case. Yeah, that's crazy. Seriously, I'm thinking too big-headed. That's why I fuck with dudes, because it just took one time to get into 100. Yeah, M's drown his messenger. Firehood diminishing his pay route. Yeah, he been did that, man. The bridge is burnt. Wack never tells that he was with his brother when his brother got killed. Y'all don't talk about that. I didn't know. I thought that that when his brother got killed, he was with another dude who got killed, and then the girl walked into the little warehouse. What's those places where you get like appliances or construction stuff, like one of those stores, and she escaped.
A hardware,
yeah, hardware store. She escaped. I didn't know he was with him. I know. I think what they're saying is he was out in Oklahoma with him, and probably was a part of the alleged robbery that people are saying was the reason why his brother was targeted. Wack could be watching himself do something on camera and deny it, but not even know if someone else did something. And it's, oh, I seen it. I got the footage. That's great.
Well, see, let me set that up for as well. He's not named in the paperwork for that case. He was actually, you are right, Deuce. He was with somebody else.
Right. But what I think what they're saying is that he was
out there
in Oklahoma for the alleged robbery that occurred on the alleged killer, Leroy Smith, right? So basically, we out there together. We do this robbery. Boom. The people we robbed, one of them come back allegedly in execution style murder, but I'm gone now. And you my sister, and that's my, you know what I'm saying? So essentially that's what they're trying to say. He was out there with him and was probably part of the reason his brother got killed. The feds could have just called the facts. Why pull up? Yeah, 5-hour drive. Why pull up? Maybe they had a thing for Debbie. You know what I'm saying? Debbie it was choosing season out there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they ain't no boars. Yeah, man. They didn't just go out there for that. He lying. I believe nothing he speaks. Facts. We got a touchdown, Christian. Damn, they definitely going crazy. We finna go ahead and end this one. Henny gonna take us out.
All right, y'all. When y'all rest well. And remember that love is always love. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, y'all.
Peace.